Sergeant Slaughter's ready for some more military action with today's game, Iron Tank for the NES, where it looks like a military is being led by a gigantic ghost head. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take Iron Tank, pop it in my NES, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Boo! Iron Tank Invasion of Normandy was published by SNK and carries a copyright year of 1988. It was apparently based on the 1985 SNK arcade game TNK3, which is also known as Tank. It was programmed by Yukio Kaneda, who also programmed Guerrilla War for the NES. According to the manual, it is June 5th, 1944, and the United Forces are preparing for their final assault. You are Paul, the Man of Iron from the secret Iron Snake unit, and it's up to you to spearhead this assault all alone in a powerful tank. Hey guys, a little help please? Iron Tank is a single-player overhead action game that starts you with 3 lives and the ability to continue when you lose your lives and through a password system. Use the D-pad to move your tank and A to fire. Pressing B fires your machine guns, and when used in combination with the D-pad moves your turret. Pressing start pauses the game. Pressing select brings up a sub-screen where you can answer radio calls that happen throughout the game, as well as activate power-ups that you collect. The letter V gives you rapid fire, the letter B makes your shots explosive, the letter F gives you armor piercing power, and the letter L gives you long range shots. All these can either be used one at a time or together in various combinations, but are limited based on how many icons you collected. You can activate them on the subscreen, although they do drain pretty fast when in use. There's also a question mark icon that represents a super bomb that destroys or damages everything on screen. There's also an E icon that refills your energy tank, and an R icon that, if activated, refills your energy tank if it becomes empty. You also seem to get a little bit of energy by running over soldiers and picking up any icon you see. The subscreen also shows you how many lives you have left, as well as the map. At certain points in the game you can choose between different paths, which will affect the enemies you encounter. During the game you will come across soldiers, some of which throw grenades. You can fire at them or run them over. You will also face lots of tanks with various weapons and amount of armor. There are also trains, submarines, turrets, and planes, some of which are grounded and some that bomb from the air. There are also large bombs that occasionally fall from the sky to avoid. There are barriers you can destroy, as well as prisons, which will release prisoners you can rescue. Occasionally you will encounter boss fights, including massive superpowered tanks, a battleship, and heavily armed bases. Graphically speaking, there is some flicker, but overall I thought the game looked pretty good and I liked some of the different backgrounds. I also really liked the music and the sounds, especially some of the explosion sound effects. Family friendly wise, this game might get an E for everyone or E10 and up rating if rated today, since there is no blood, but there is a lot of military action and you can run over soldiers blanking them away. At the time I researched on eBay, loose copies were going for $6 to $10. Complete copies were going for $18 to $28, and one new graded copy sold for $165, and all those prices include shipping. So what did I think of Iron Tank? The first time I tried it, I didn't really care much for it, but the more I played it, the more I liked it. Controlling the tank and turret does have a learning curve, and there were many times I accidentally fired in a direction I didn't want to, but I did get a better handle on the controls the more I played. But what really helps this game is the password and continue system. The game can be pretty tough, but the sections needed to get a new password checkpoint were small enough that I never felt discouraged and constantly wanted to give it another go after losing all of my tanks. And the game rewards you if you simply continue by allowing you to keep your power-up inventory, which is something you don't get to keep when using a password. I also like that the passwords are pretty short and that you can take different routes, but overall I just found Iron Tank to be fun. So where am I going to rank Iron Tank? A lot higher than I thought. I like Donkey Kong Jr. more at 7, but even though I enjoy Maniac Mansion at 8, I actually like the action of Iron Tank more. So out of the 45 games I've now ranked on the NES, Iron Tank is rolling into the top 10 at the 8th position. Iron Tank is surprisingly enjoyable on the NES. So what do you think of the game? Whether you agree or disagree with me, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Also feel free to click the like and subscribe buttons. At this time, I'd like to thank everyone who supports the show on Patreon, including Jose, Grey Defender, and Dude Michael. Thank you, everyone. If you'd like to support the show, just go to patreon.com/NoSwearGamer for more information. You can also follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and I'm a member of the Retro Junkies Network. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and go blow some stuff up.